Nice. Hello, good Friday everyone. My name is Emiel, Friday Ketchup, and my guest for the second time is Aaron Southerland. Hey!
Hello everybody.
Hello Aaron, thank you very much for joining me again. You joining me again, that must mean that we have some great news on the SUSE training department.
Yes, it does. Our eLearning Gold subscription has gone live.
Hey, eLearning Gold subscription. Okay, let's jump right straight into that topic. What is the difference between eLearning Gold and eLearning Silver, what we already had in our portfolio?
eLearning Gold gives you access to live online lab environments.
Live online web environments. Okay, cool. And can you demonstrate? Can you show us? Can you show us what that means? Because live, what does that say?
Absolutely.
All right.
I have the screen share here.
Let's go to a screen share. We didn't tell the cameraman yet. Actually, there's important today that we film a lot of the screen share. He's nodding, so I think he's okay with it.
Yep.
He actually is not working today. Thanks for recording this Friday Ketchup. So thank you very much, Luke.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
All right, so what are you showing to us?
So once you've logged into the SUSE eLearning Center,
Yeah.
and you've picked a course, and we only have 5 courses that the live labs are available in so far.
Okay.
One of them being the SLE 201 or the SUSE Linux Enterprise Server 15 administration course.
Mm-hmm.
When we open that course up, at the top of the page, we've got this link here for accessing the Gold subscription live lab environment. Now, when I click on the link, it's going to take me to this page right here. So we'll click the next page. And here you may be asked to enroll in the course. I've already enrolled in the course, so I'm going to go ahead and click on View Course.
You're cheating a little bit. You're cheating a little bit here then, right?
Yes, a little bit. Typically what you would do is you would click on Enroll in the course.
Okay.
And when you click on Enroll in the course, you're going to be taken to this page here.
Yeah.
And if you don't see the URL for the lab, click the little arrow here, and then click on the lab button.
Okay, but that's what you already did in the preparation.
Yes. Now, this page could take several minutes for your lab environment to load.
Okay.
And when the lab environment loads, what you're going to be presented with is a SUSE Linux desktop, where you're going to be able to run through all the steps in the labs that you see performed in the online videos from the previous page. So if I go back to here and you scroll down, we've got all these lab videos here.
Yeah.
You'll be able to perform the same steps in your lab environment as what you see being performed in the lab videos.
All right, that sounds pretty cool. And does that contribute then to the learning experience?
It absolutely does. It helps the learner to be able to reinforce the topics that they're hearing about in the different e-learning videos that you're seeing from our e-learning page. Which gives them a place to practice and maybe even play around with some of the environments a little bit as well. Now, once the lab environment has loaded, you're going to be presented with a screen that looks like this.
We know that fell in the middle.
Yes, and it did take a few minutes to load. Now, once you're on this screen, what you're going to want to do is click on the Virtual Machine Manager button down here in the bottom on the little icon tray.
Okay, yeah.
That's going to open up a window that looks like this. These are virtual machines that you're going to use to run through the different activities that you see presented in the lab environment videos and in the lab guide itself. So what you'll do is you'll click on a VM and then you'll click the play button up here to start the VM up. And once the VM is running, you can either double click on the VM or click the open button, and the virtual machine console will open up, and then you'll be able to go and run through some of the labs and activities. So you could run real live Linux commands and have an environment that you can play around with.
Wow. And do the exercises and play around, but also do the exercises exactly as in the top topics. All right, cool. So
on the eLearning page itself, before you started watching all the videos, you do have access to the lecture manual and to the lab manual.
Okay.
So if you open up the lecture manual, this contains all of the content that you're going to hear the instructors talk about in the different videos.
Yeah.
But if we go back and open up the lab manual itself, this is going to contain all of the information needed to be able to run through the different activities that are covered in the lab videos. So here you can see we're going to, in the first lab, we're going to start YAST. So it tells you how to access your virtual machine, and then it tells you how to launch the YAST utility. So we'll come back over here to our lab environment.
Mm-hmm.
We'll click on activities, and then we'll click on YAST.
Oh, yeah.
It asks for a password, so we'll go back to the lab manual, enter the root user's password of Linux when prompted. So we'll type in our password here. We'll maximize that window, and there we go. We've just performed one of the steps in one of the labs, in the first lab.
Oh, wow. Okay. And now you can show the progress in the overview of all the topics.
Yes.
All right.
So this is going to be a huge benefit to the individuals who are using our online learning environment, our online e-learning, to help them prepare for certifications or for a task that's job related.
Okay. Wow. More to show about this e-learning Gold? About the lab environment specifically?
We have lab environments for 5 different classes currently.
Yeah.
So if I go back to my content library, for SLES, we have online lab environments for the SLE 201. That's our enterprise server administration.
Mm-hmm.
And for SLE 301, which is our advanced administration course. And if I switch this to SUSE Manager, we have online lab environments for the SUSE Manager 201 course, which is our basic operations. If we go to high availability, we have online lab environments for the 321 course, which is deploying and administering high availability in SUSE Linux Enterprise 12 and 15.
Yeah, which was the number 2 in the current standings of all courses trained in the world, right? High availability was a number 2.
I believe so.
Yeah.
And if we go to the SUSE Rancher topics,
yeah,
we have a lab environment for the Kubernetes administration course.
Okay, yeah.
So that's 5 courses so far. The remaining 8 should be implemented soon.
All right, cool. Really cool. Okay. Well, thank you very much for that demonstration. That's the live lab then. And I believe the e-learning Gold is the difference between Gold and Silver is more than just the live labs. There is more, right?
We also, if you have questions about the lab environments and you'd like maybe some clarification on some tasks in the lab or you're having trouble with the lab environment, we have an email address set up that you can email and an e-learning expert will respond to your email, and that email address is elearning-expert@SUSE.com.
All right, and that's only available for eLearning Gold subscribers.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, cool. If you don't want to demonstrate anymore, any other things, then you can stop sharing, because then we will see you again. That's a lot nicer to look at. And besides, besides the lab environment and the Ask the Expert service, there is also 5 exams included. So if anyone is interested in the difference between silver and gold, then it contains 3 extra elements. But the question, does the eLearning Silver, does it also mean that you're restricted in a number of courses? Or do you already have all the courses, or is it a selection?
You have all the courses as a silver subscription.
Yeah.
You get access to all the courses, you just don't get access to the online labs.
Okay.
And you can take as many courses as you want for during the duration of your subscription. So if you've got a 12-month subscription and you can make it through all the courses in 12 months, then by all means have at it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, wow, that's really cool. So eLearning Gold now available, and if anyone has any questions, I'll put the link to the right URL in the website here. Now enough about the SUSE and the business. We were listening to some quite heavy music in the opening, AC/DC, and it's Back in Black. Why that song, Aaron?
So that is a song that I used to listen to when I was younger, and I get off work in the evenings, working fast food during high school. Get off work in the evenings, and I would just jam out to that song driving home in my old beat up pickup truck. And then my little one, who is 9, heard that song for the first time a few years ago, and he absolutely loves it. So when we're driving around, he will ask to play it, and we'll drive around with that song just blaring, and both of us just jamming.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Well, maybe people watching the Friday Ketchup want to blare out together with us now, because I think we've covered all the topics for today's Friday Ketchup. Do you have anything to say to the audience before we go back to your beautiful AC/DC easy listening song?
Thank you for having me, and thank you for having me, Emiel, for the second invitation.
Yeah,
I like that shirt.
Yeah. Well, it's the shirt, and I don't have any tattoos, but you actually have half of this t-shirt, this part as your tattoo, right?
I do. I have that tattooed on my arm.
Wow. Okay. You are not prepared, but are you ready to show it? Okay, well, that fits AC/DC. We listen to AC/DC. And thank you very much, Aaron. Thank you very much, Friday Ketchup audience, for watching, and love to see you next week. If you like it, do the whole thing, and we'll see you most probably next week. You never know. Here we go. AC/DC. Back and back. Bye-bye. See you later.